Hi, my name is Shally Steckerl, and I'm here to invite you this year to come to Calgary and participate in the Social Recruiting Conference. I was part of the inaugural conference last year, and I have to tell you, it was a really good event. From the agenda to the speakers and the setup, a very crowd-pleasing event. This year, I'm going to be presenting on how to build a sourcing function from the ground up. So if you are a recruiting or sourcing leader or a HR leader, and you're considering building a sourcing function within your existing recruitment team, or you already have some sourcers or recruiters, this is something that you really must attend. What we're going to be talking about during this conference, especially during my session, is how to embed sourcing practices into existing recruiting teams. A very big part of sourcing these days is social media. So we'll be discussing how to optimize your social media presence for both your profiles and your job postings to get better results through all of the different vehicles such as LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook, Google+, and all the new and exciting new venues that are coming up all the time on the internet. Two key components of sourcing that recruiting usually has a difficult challenge with are learning how to understand the keywords and getting the requisition search terms right from the beginning. So we'll be focusing some attention on how to build the right search queries and identify keywords that are going to help you uncover talent that was hidden even in places that you have looked over and over again, like for example your own ATS or common destinations such as LinkedIn and Workopolis and other job boards like that. Among other topics, we'll be discussing how to work with hiring managers to earn or re-earn their respect and build their confidence so they understand that you are, in fact, an expert at what you do and that you have a strategy and a plan, and you're better able to communicate that strategy and plan to set expectations, manage a timeline, and be able to work with them in a way that drives results for the entire business, not necessarily just looking at whatever happens to be the next big fire that you have to put out. Having experience building sourcing functions for large corporations internationally, such as Microsoft and Google and Coca-Cola and Cisco Systems and Motorola, and countless others, I can tell you that what originally looks like a good idea doesn't always work out to be what you expected. Sourcing is not a single solution. There's no panacea, there's no one individual mechanism that's going to help you solve all of your talent acquisition problems. So part of what we're going to discover during our session together is what works for your organization and what is uniquely suited based on your team's internal strengths and weaknesses to help you with minimum impact to your budget and with as little change as possible bring in the talent that you're currently missing out on. So, I leave you with 3 very important takeaways. Recruiting and sourcing are one and the same. Recruiting leads to sourcing, and sourcing is the next generation or the new generation of how recruiting is done. Rather than wasting time advertising all over the place, we go after specific talent that we know we can approach, and we know how to find that talent, and we don't generate a lot of extra activity that is, frankly, very wasteful. So join me in Calgary as we talk about how to build a sourcing team from the ground up and how to embed sourcing practices into your existing recruiting team. I hope to see you soon.